Top Best New Roblox Games 20-24. Hey Roblox fans, we all know 2023 had its ups and downs, but 2024 is shaping up to be epic. Get ready for my top 10 most anticipated games of the year. Think I missed any? Drop your suggestions in the comments below. Starting with honorable mention number 1, my first honorable mention is Tipsoul Remastered. I'm sure a lot of you remember what Tipsoul is. This is a new, or I guess I should say upcoming, hardcore Bleach game. The game came out a little while ago, which is why it's not on the actual list, but it got shut down, has a new owner, and it's coming back out completely refurbished. I won't say too much about this because not much has been said, but Tipsoul is coming back hopefully without any issues this time. For the second honorable mention, I have Clover RPG. This is a new Roblox Black Clover game that I actually had the opportunity to play. Loading the game, the first thing I liked is you actually have a storyline. The character is presented with options, or at least a dialogue, which most games nowadays don't do. Pretty much, you just sit there and beat up bandits for 3 hours. Don't get me wrong, this game does have bandits as well, but it's presented in a more digestible format. This is not a game where you can just sit there and beat up NPCs for 10 hours. Since this is just an honorable mention, I won't say too much about it. The next honorable mention, number 3, I have Shonen Smash, which is an upcoming Super Smash Bros. Game, or I guess Super Smash Bros. Anime game. Like Tipsoul, this game came out a while ago, and it's being remastered. It's made by my friend Ten the Warrior. This developer is a talented coder who has been coding for years now, and I'm a huge fan of Smash Bros. And anime. When you bring those two things together, I think this game could be real fun. Honorable mention number 4 is Hunter x Mayhem, which is a new open world Hunter x Hunter game. I did briefly test this game, so I can say some more about it. One thing I like about this game is that it actually has a really unique system for the abilities. If you watch Hunter x Hunter, you know there are a bunch of various abilities in the show, and one thing I liked is that the developer actually gave each individual ability traits. Hunter x Mayhem is an open world Hunter x Hunter game. I won't talk too much about it considering it's just an honorable mention. For the next honorable mention, number 5, we have Shonen Unleash, which is an open, I guess, platform battleground game. This game is really well known purely because of its beautiful aesthetics. The game just looks amazing. If you've seen YouTubers cover it, you know that the cutscenes are just gorgeous, and that's my best selling point about the game. If you enjoy playing anime-type fighters, and you want one that's extremely visually appealing, then Shonen Unleash should definitely be the game for you. Honorable mention number 6, I have Hunter x Game. It's a new Roblox Hunter x Hunter game, and probably one of the first actual Hunter x Hunter games I played that was made like it was based off the actual show. It has an actual Hunter exam, which I don't know why more Hunter x Hunter games don't do. That's like the entire show. Overall, it's just a cool little Hunter x Hunter game that I like. Anyway, moving on to the actual list. At number 10, I have Abdon. Abdon is a new open world Greek mythology based hardcore game. The first thing I thought when I saw this game is that it kind of reminded me a little bit of Deep Woken. You have various classes like great swords, daggers, swords, and pistols, and each one seems to have its own strengths and weaknesses. Most games seem to struggle when it comes to balancing. This game does have magic too. There's not too much out on the game right now, but I did actually cover this in a live stream a while ago. At number 9, I have Mui, which is a new open world MGI game. It's crazy because I can't really remember the last time we got a game based off MGI or even Sinbad. The versatility of the combat is what I'd say this game's biggest selling point is. There are so many different classes and races. The combat just looks so fluid that you would think the character has so much control over their player. It's an R15 game, which means everything is animated in the R15 style, giving animators more freedom to do what they need to do. I don't know if this game is going to be closed community or public. Hopefully, it's public because combat like this with friends would be amazing. At number 8, I have one that I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with, and that is Pocket Anime. Pocket Anime is a new open world game where the goal is to collect characters that are not Pokemon but anime characters. After playing the game for the first time myself, it's actually really well made. I don't love Pokemon. I played a few of the games myself, but even as a non-Pokemon fan, I was able to hop in the game and enjoy it. It was a little bit hard from the start, but you can explore the ocean on Mihawk's ship, or Ace's ship. If you like Pokemon and anime, I think you'll like this game. At number 7, I have S-Born. S-Born is an open-world hardcore RPG game with unique mechanics. Its biggest selling point, in my opinion, is that it's constantly looking to do new things, whether it's new combat mechanics or new ways of traversal. The game has a beautiful parkour system. I think this game is still kind of early in development, but when it's done, I'll be on it because I love hardcore games. Moving on to number 6, I have another game I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with, Juge Infinite. This game is definitely dropping this year. Juge Infinite is interesting because before I actually played it, I wasn't a huge fan, but after playing it for about 12 hours, I realized it's actually really good. Juge Infinite features a variety of things to do. There's always something to do, whether it's fighting a new boss, unlocking a new skill, or completing a new wave. What I will say is the game is very grindy, and you might need to pay for certain things like extra storage or double experience, which I don't like. Number 5 is one of my personal favorites. This is a game called One Piece Blue. It's a Roblox One Piece game created by Uzuki, who also made Eternal Battlegrounds and Your Bizarre Adventure. This game is coming back, which is why it's on this list. One Piece Blue was a hardcore open-world Roblox One Piece game. What I loved about this game is that it was an actual One Piece game with various subclasses. You had to fight to get stronger. For all the PvE enjoyers, this might not be your favorite because you can't just beat up on NPCs for hours. If you played without a crew, you were at a disadvantage. As a One Piece fan, I think Uzuki is gonna make something great. At number 4, I have YBA, which is an open world hardcore Roblox Demon Slayer game. This game has a gorgeous combat system. The head developer, Snell, also worked on Anime Showdown. The effects for that game were amazing, so I have high hopes for this Demon Slayer game. The combat looks interesting and intense, using the terrain to your advantage. I'm really looking forward to it. Number 3 is Dragon Ball Final Stand Remastered. Snake World is bringing back Final Stand, which is one of the best Dragon Ball games ever made. It's like Xenoverse but on Roblox. No other Dragon Ball game has been able to replicate the feeling that Final Stand gave us. Snake World is posting various development updates, and I think the game will come out later this year. If I get the opportunity to play it early, I'll share more details with you all. At number 2, I have Holy War X. This game surprised me because every time the developer AlphaRex sees something wrong, he changes it. This is unique because a lot of Roblox developers don't make improvements. Holy War X is a new Roblox 7 Deciseconds game with a great mount system. The combat was initially slow, but AlphaRex fixed it. The game is always improving, which I respect. Finally, the game I'm most anticipating for 2024 is Arceus. I love One Piece, and this game seems to be the closest thing to an actual One Piece game. If you have hockey, you can reflect attacks realistically. The game needs some improvements in sound effects, but it has potential. What sets Arceus apart is the balance. Depending on what you're using, the game feels balanced. Skill seems to play a huge role, which I appreciate. These are my top 10 upcoming games of 2024. If you feel like I missed some, let me know down below. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that sub button. I'll see you in the next one. Later.